Let's start the show by dipping our toe into the deep end of the Champions League pool. And on Tuesday, Chelsea, yes, they lost 1-0 to Porto in Seville in the second leg, but it was good enough to advance on aggregate 2-1. Chelsea and Christian Pulisic through to the semifinals. As for Pulisic, he started, second game in a row, went the full 90 and earned man of the match honors. And Herc, how about this? He was fouled 11 times in this game against Porto. The last player to be fouled 11 times in one game in the Champions League, some guy named Lionel Messi against Real Madrid way back in his prime in 2011. So you could say it was a Messi-esque performance from Pulisic. But seriously, what a difference a week makes. How do we explain this sudden turnaround for Christian Pulisic?
You can't, but I'm going to try. I can only presume that Thomas Tuchel and his coaching staff were onto something when they said, or when they alluded to Christian Pulisic trusting his body more. He seems to be fighting with himself, whether that's physically or mentally. He's too worried about himself getting injured. He started trusting his body a little bit more, and he's coming off the back of two man of the match performances, was Crystal Palace and what was Porto in that great performance. And yes, a loss, but you saw that bicycle kick by Mehdi. That's what it took to score on this Chelsea team. They are formidable defensively. He is all of a sudden in these two games their best player. I would say one of their best players, but he's been their best player. And I think a lot of that has to do with, one, the confidence in himself, in his body, and that comes with the ability. And two, being more familiar with those around him. This is the second straight game where he's played behind Kai Havertz and next to Mason Mount. Mason Mount is one of the best players in the Premier League today. And next to Christian Pulisic, these two have such an understanding. And Christian Pulisic, if he gets you isolated 1v1 in tight spaces, his control is so clean. His touch is so good in those tight spaces. He will make you pay. And we've seen the best out of Christian Pulisic this week.
Herc, I'm looking at some of these stats from the game against Porto. He completed 100% of his take-ons. But how about this? He won 16 duels. He won the ball back 7 times, 7 ball recoveries. That, to me, tells a story of a player who, yes, as we expect, is doing it on the attacking end, but is doing it on the defensive end as well. And you use the word trust. That's going to earn trust with the manager, Thomas Tuchel. I think there's two things that are developing here. You talk about the trust that Tuchel is showing in Christian Pulisic. I was super surprised when he comes out as a starter in this match midweek. I thought we saw him start against Crystal Palace on the weekend. That's a squad rotation thing with Champions League midweek. But no. Tuchel shows not just faith in Pulisic, as you say, he shows faith in Pulisic's body to hold up and be able to play over those two matches. I think also it tells us the faith in Timo Werner, who Christian Pulisic directly competes against for playing time, is starting to fade. Werner has scored just 2 goals in his last 23 Premier League appearances. And if you're Timo Werner, you're looking at this. Chelsea just had 2 of their biggest games of the season. Not only did you not start, you didn't play at all.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.